Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I am Richard, this is Random Street Theater, and today I am reviewing for you The Lighthouse, which is the latest movie by, the absolute kick-ass actor, William Dafoe. And as the director said, you have two men living in a giant phallus for 4 weeks. No good can come of this. And yes, what you have in The Lighthouse is a gothic horror acid film. Indeed, you have two men, an older ex-sailor who has a missing leg, and a younger woodsman who is sort of running from his past. Smash them together in an environment where they can't get away from each other, which happens to be a big white brick dong, and see what happens, And of course there's hallucinations and sexual tension, and I mean more sexual tension, and it's just like these two men, you're like, will you please go at it already? I'm sick of seeing the anticipation. I mean, seriously, there's actually a scene where the younger man masturbates, and I did not notice it in the movie. It's really hard to kind of decipher some of the scenes here, but apparently William Dafoe's character gets naked up at the light. So he's got some sort of a sexual thing for the light. And of course he says in the movie, William Dafoe's character says in the movie, I'm married to the lighthouse. So that's a thing, and again, look, if you don't believe that this movie actually has so far as I can tell, a homosexual undertone between these two men. Again, you've got the men masturbating, you've got William Dafoe's character, he keeps screwing with the other guy. I mean, he's screwing with a guy. It's one of those things, I can't have you, therefore I screw with you. And then there's even a scene where this woman washes up on shore. The younger man starts to fondle her naked body, and then of course it pans down. It turns out she's a mermaid. And it's the point of this scene, if you really think about it, is here is a sexual object that does not have the correct tools or organs with which to have intercourse with, because mermaids they don't have lady bits. So there you are. And again, as another point, to be clear, they spend more than 4 weeks in the lighthouse. I probably should go further with that, is that after their 4 weeks are up, there's a terrible storm and they're stuck in the lighthouse, and things go downhill from there. But the weirdness doesn't start there. And yes, this movie is a very slow burn movie. It is very hard to understand a lot of the dialogue, although it's beautifully written. You would have to read the screenplay or pause it constantly in order to understand what's going on. This is not a movie that you can do anything else but watch this movie. This is not a movie that you can watch once if you want to understand it. Yes, it is an awesomely done film. Every scene is masterful. Every moment is tense and anticipating. Every ounce of frustration between these two men is felt. But understand that this is a piece of cinema that is essentially almost as if it was plucked from a different time. And the language used, the type of English is older. It's harder to understand. There are accents involved. This is a difficult film to watch. It's difficult to get all the way through it. It is an enthralling film. Those of us who are film snobs and we love film, this is the movie for you. The casual audience, this may not be the movie for you. Just be clear. Don't sit down to this movie and think that you're just going to watch it like it's nothing. You're going to have to really digest this film. And again, it is a wonderful film. It is a well-made film. It is a film perhaps we should all watch. So yes, thumbs up, great film. But again, not for everybody. Hard to digest. Very well made. I mean, this is a brain bender if I've ever seen a brain bender. And I've got one brain that does yoga. So, seriously, don't drink before watching this film or it'll freak you the hell out. That's just my opinion. I'm Richard.